All my life, there's been one quality I've wanted to acquire. Charisma. Surprising, isn't it? And when I think of my search for charisma, there's only one person that comes immediately to mind. My Uncle Harry. There was a man with charisma. Everywhere he went, every head would turn. He was a hypnotist. Take another example, 1936, Spanish Civil War. He rushed to Sweden. No sense of direction. That's the kind of family I come from. But essentially, Uncle Harry was a pacifist. When people asked him about war, he always replied in the same way. Not much. He told me he detested everything about war, not being able to sleep in the mornings, the dressing up, and the bother of tidying up afterwards. You know what I'm talking about. He was such a polite man. He once told me that he hated the idea of fighting people he hadn't first been introduced to. That's the kind of person he was. But above all, Uncle Harry was a patriot. He always swore that if this country was ever invaded, he would never, even under torture, divulge his national insurance number. That's what I call patriotism. What do you call it? You remember patriotism? It used to be big in the Middle Ages. Uncle Harry had such an interesting life. He began with socialism, drifted into Buddhism, and ended up with rheumatism. He was a man ahead of his time, an innovator. Sadly, the world never accepted his pet scheme, shaving by numbers. On his deathbed, I asked Uncle Harry, how long would I have to wait for charisma? He thought deeply for a few seconds and said, Arnold, acquiring charisma depends on playing the waiting game. Life is like a bus stop. Sometimes you spend years of your life waiting in the cold for a Messiah. Then 3 Messiahs turn up at the same time.